Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of MyITUniversity, a multi-award winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's show. I hope we're all doing well today. Thank you for joining. Can you please share on your platform, share with others so they can see that we are live. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing well. Let me know where you're joining me from. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi, and I'll be your host today. This is your Break Into Tech show. We have this show every Wednesday morning from 11 a.m. to 12 Eastern Standard Time. So if this is your first time of joining us, just know that you are here for a treat. Have your notepad and pen ready because we're going to have a blast. We've been on this show now for the past 2 years, and we'll be constantly coming back to give back. So I'm so happy that you're able to come. Yeah, I see Rita joining us from New York City. Hi, Rita, how are you doing today? Let's share on all our social media platforms. We are live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. So let's share live with everybody so we can get started. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being here today. Last week we started part 1 of our program, which is the Security Plus preparation, which you can use for your. It can serve as interview prep for you, as also serve as a prep for you to break into to get your certification. So it's 2 in 1. I see Mimoni joining us as well. Thank you, Mimoni, from United Kingdom. Good morning, Professor. Me blessed to be part of today's live stream and in turn enhance my knowledge. Exactly. Thank you very much. So let's share with others. Doing good by grace, God's grace. That's very good. I want us to share this with everybody share on our media so we can get started. Thank you so much. Today, is part 2. We're going to be looking at the part 2 of our preparation for Security Plus. This is going to be useful not only for Security Plus, but also if you are trying to do any other certification, maybe CC or CISM or any other certification, CISA. It will prep you for the technical part of those all those certifications. And also, if you are going for your interview and you are prepping for the technical part of your interview process, this is going to really help you as well. As you are coming in, feel free to leave your comments. Feel free to your name and where you're joining from so I can welcome you properly. Before we go on, I want to do some quick intro and announcements. And as we go, we're going to dive into the program today. If you're trying to break into tech, feel free to schedule a call with me, and I'm going to prep you, guide you, and help you to break in. Here, we don't just teach you tech, we also mentor you for a lifetime, and we coach you to break in. We're not one of those places that you come and then they just throw you out of the door. We don't do that. We guide you to break in. We cover many frameworks here. When you want to break into cybersecurity, we have so many frameworks that we mentor you into. We have the RMF, the ISO, PCI, DSS, ITrust, GDPR. We have the SOC, the third party, and so on, and HIPAA, and so on and so forth. So we can actually help you break in, not only telling you what to do, but also actually showing you what to do. Okay, so that's what it is. It's highly important that you schedule a call. Before we go on, I'm going to share a quick testimony of one of the students that broke into tech here with us, and that will help you to know that you don't have to have an IT background to break in. You don't have to. You can break in from any level, any exposure, any background that you have. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to share some things quickly before we get started. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Johnson. It's that time of the year where we all make new resolutions. And I just want to tell you a brief story of how 2022 went. I started 2022 with my regular job, average US regular job. And I met a friend who works in Texas, lived and worked in Texas. And I said to you, hey, Johnson, how are you doing? I said, oh, I'm just here in Virginia, trying to do what I need to do just to get paid and just to feed my family. And he said, hey, come on, guy. You need to meet this professor. It's Professor Temi. He's a mentor coach, tech billionaire mentor coach. Forget about your background, whether you've been in tech, whether you've never been in tech. Just talk to her, book an appointment with her, and she's going to look at you. She'll ask you a few questions, and from there, she's going to look at what you can do, and which of the tech job fits you, suits you. I say, I've seen a lot of people like that. I don't know if that's really true or not. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just talk to her. The next thing, she sent me professor's phone number. And then I sent Professor text. Send her a text message introducing myself. And the next thing, we booked an appointment. From there, we spent almost 15 minutes talking about my background, talking about my status in the US and all that. She said, oh, okay, Johnson, I would like you. At first, I wanted to go for data science and all that. She said, come into cybersecurity. I'm going to coach you. I'm going to mentor you. And then from there, we can see what will be the end result. I said, Ma, are you sure about this? I've never had any experience in tech. Say, don't worry about it. We'll coach you. Are you ready to put in the hard work? I said, yes, John. I'm ready to put in the hard work. And he said, okay. I booked an appointment. We started the class. 8 weeks. Superb. Back to back class. And the next thing, when we finished, she did our resume for us. And then from there, we hit the market. She gave you a project. Just trust the process and make sure each assignment she gives you, each project she gives you, you do it. And I'm here on behalf of the Almighty God to testify to you that I'm a senior cybersecurity in one of the best multimedia companies in the whole world. All thanks to God, all thanks to Professor Temi. When I met her, I had no prior experience. Absolutely no prior experience. But here we are, cashing out, taking good care of our family, and extending love to our family, extended family members back at home. So, I'm here to give a testimony of how my 2022 went. And now this is 2023. It's a new goal. It's a new year. And I want to encourage you all, book an appointment with Professor, and then she's going to help you. She's going to help you. She'll look at you and tell you which of the field is good for you. One piece. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for listening to that. If you're still, wondering if you can break into tech or you don't have a background, you can have 1,000 excuses, but that excuse is not going to help. So schedule a call, take a step. Nobody's going to take a step for you. You take a step for yourself. So I was wrong. I will, strongly encourage you to take a step. And also, let's hear about, for people that are already in tech also, and you need an interview prep app to help you, to enhance your career, to guide you, or you're already in tech, you're going for interviews, you want to prep more or have something that is like always standby, ready for you to go, I will encourage you to get the trial box. Let's listen to this testimonial from Mumuni right here with us.
Good morning, techies. My name is Mumuni, and I recently invested in the AI Treasure Box. For those preparing for interviews, it's a wonderful addition, an asset, a resource to have in your toolkit. And yeah, it covers a range of topics from resume and LinkedIn optimization. And it also goes into all the frameworks such as NIST, RMF, ISO, third-party risk vendor management, and PCI DSS. We have to remember Dr. Professor Temi, she's gone into a lot of pain and effort into crafting, creating this product for us. We're leveraging 30 years of experience in the IT cyberspace, and again, it's a wonderful investment to have going forward. And also, you can also gift it to the young ones in our family looking to get into the tech world. It's a wonderful resource to have, and I personally have never regretted. It's a must-have for every professional, cybersecurity professional, and yeah, you'll never regret having one. As I have found it very,
Excuse
very
me.
useful. And I wish you all the best in your journey. And bye for now.
Okay, I hope that has been helpful as well. Thank you so much, Mumuni, for that. Another thing that I want to add into us is okay. So now we're gonna get started on with the prep. If you look into the in the comment section, you see that I already left there the link. Okay, the link to get the trial box is right here. So if you go on MyITUniversity.com, you will see the trial box right there on the front page. And as you click on it, it's going to take you straight to where to get it. Okay, so it's on a discounted price. Now get it now before the price goes back up. If the price goes back up, I can't do anything with it. So go and get your copy. Thank you so much. So we're going to get started. If you have a particular question, feel free to ask your questions. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening and for being here. Okay, so let's go. So this is part 2. We did part 1 last week. Good morning, Nemi. How are you doing today? As we are coming, let's share with everybody, and let's introduce ourselves. Let me know you are here. I mean, it's always good to get a shout out, like, hey, welcome. You know, that's always going to be helpful. So we did question 1 to 10 last week. Today we're going to start with question. We're going to continue where we stopped because we still have a lot to cover. Yeah. So we'll start with 10. That's where we stopped last week. Are we ready? Are we ready? Talk to me. If we are ready, say yes. Ready to roll. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let me make sure you can hear me very well. Let's share this thing with others. People need to learn. This has helped a lot of people to break into tech. A lot of people call me and just tell me, I just want to thank you. I know you don't know me. I was like, I don't know you. I just break into tech. I've been following you, blah, blah, blah. I use your this, that. I use this in my for my interview preps, and I broke in 180, 170. I work at the bank. I'm a manager, things like that. So I'm grateful to be able to do it. Rita is not playing. She already started. So let's go. Okay, what is the purpose of the ACL, access control list, in network security? To encrypt data transmission, to authenticate user, to control access to network security, to monitor system logs. So can you put your answer in the chat, please? What are you? What's your answer? I only saw one answer. Rita says C. Okay, Rita says C. Juliet says C. Yeah, you can be part of the program. If you take a learning course and you don't know, reach out to me, okay? And name me C and C. Okay, I think we have like 4 or 5 C's now. So let's see what the answer is. Okay, very good. The answer is C. To control access to the network resources. So access control list is a set of rules that control which user or system have access to certain resources on the or service on the network. So it control access. And I will in a real life scenario, when we talk about security, I will compare access control list to a log, the security officers where they have a list of people that are allowed to get into the building or not allowed, right? So it's like you keep track of, they have a list. If you're going for a conference or coming for a meeting in a building as a security officer, they will have a list. If your name is not on the list, you are not allowed. Or if you are going to a doctor's office and they have a list of people that already have an appointment, if you don't have an appointment, you are denied. You can't see the doctor. So that's just what it is. You have a list of, rules that controls the users of systems, the user or the systems that will have access to resources. If you are not in the list, you are not allowed. Very good. So let's continue. Which of the following is a characteristics of a DDoS attack? DDoS, distributed denial of service attack. A, it involves a single attacker targeting a single victim. Okay. B, it aims to overload a network or server with flood of requests. C, it typically involves the theft of sensitive information. And D, it relies on social engineering techniques. Okay, Live with Sandy. Welcome, Live with Sandy. So Live with Sandy says B. Mumuni says B. Rita says it's B. And Juliet, welcome, Juliet says it's B. Okay, so let's see what it is. B, guys, you got it. You got it, guys. Very good, very good. So B, it aims to overload a network of server with a flood of requests. So explanation, let's elaborate. A distributed denial of service attack floods a network or server with an overwhelming amount of traffic, rendering it unavailable to legitimate users. It makes it unavailable, right? It renders it unavailable. So that's what it is. So is B. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You all got it. You all got it correctly. Very good. Number 12. What is the purpose of security policy in organization? Why do you have security policy? What is security policy? So, A, to install security software. B, to define guidelines and procedure for safeguarding information. C, to encrypt data and transmission. And D, to perform vulnerability assessment. What is policy? What is a policy? What security policy? What is it for? Hmm? Just as it says, it's okay. Let's once I once I answer the once we check the answer would tell us what it is anyway. So we're gonna see. Okay, everybody said B. Everybody says B. Okay, B. Let's see if it's B. Yes, this is B. To define guidelines and procedure for safeguarding information. So policy is like a guideline. It's like a guideline. It's telling us this is what I want you to do. This is what is expected. Password must be changed every 90 days. New users must be trained. These are policy. You must follow those policy. Procedure is now showing us step by step how to implement those policy into your security solution. You understand? So explanation. Security policy establish the rules, procedures, and guidelines, the direction that you want to go for protecting an organization information asset and managing security related activities. Okay, so if you want to whatever you want to do in your organization, you want to check on the policy. You want to implement security controls, you want to check how the policy will tell you what to do with it. The policy gives you the direction, what to do, the directive. It guides you. It gives you the guidelines, the rules, what to do. Then you exactly will do that to implement the policy. Okay? Is that okay? Is that clear? Are we getting it? Are we following me? Are we following me, guys? If it's making sense to you, say yes, say yes, say yes. Let me make sure it's making sense to you. Right. So number 13, which of the following is an example of symmetric encryption algorithm? Which of the following is an example of symmetric encryption algorithm? Very good, Nemi. Let me say yes, they are getting it. And Momoni say yes, Prof. Live with Sandy say yes. Very good, guys. Very good. Excellent. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So now question 13. Which of the following is an example of symmetric encryption algorithm? We have two types of encryption, right? Symmetric and asymmetric. So we're looking at symmetric encryption, A, RCA, BAES, okay, C, ECC, and D, Diffie-Hellman. Which one is an example of symmetric encryption? Symmetric encryption, which one? Okay, so I think Live with Sandy said A. So this is one of those things that say if you see that, you know it or you don't know it. If you come to class, you will know. If you've done the training, you will know. But it's not something you can just guess. If you don't start guessing with other people that are guessing, because they might be guessing wrong. Okay, so okay, so so Rita said A. And Nemi, you said you've done the training. So that means you've not done the training, because if you have done it, like the training that you do with me, Security Plus, is really deep. We go to the depths. Elma will know this answer. Who else is there? Everybody say A. I only see A here. Is RCA encryption, symmetric encryption? Where are they? Is B. AES. AES is the one. Always know that. It's B. It's B. RCA is not, is asymmetric. Okay? And all those SHA this, SHA that, SHA 256, SHA 128, and all of that, all those are hashing. Okay? So B, let's elaborate and explain. AES, Advanced Encryption Standard, is a symmetric encryption algorithm commonly used to encrypt data. I told you that this is one of the highest, most secure. It's 256 is the most secured one that we use for any, any government parastatals or any organization that want to be really, 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 really secure. They use that. And I've told you before in my classes that I've used this a lot when I was doing software engineering. I'm a software engineer by profession. That was my first degree in computer science, my associate degree in computer science, my bachelor's is in computer science, then my master in software engineering, then my master in cybersecurity. So I've been doing a lot of coding in my life, in my other life, even though I still love coding. But now I focus a lot on cybersecurity for the past 18 years. And but I've done a lot of coding with this front end, back end, middle tier database. We call the cryptography library. If you are doing the coding, you call the library as well, instantiate it in the code. If you're doing C# or C++ or Java. And if you are doing the front end, you mask your objects, which are your text boxes and stuff. Okay, so this is highly useful and is most secure. Don't forget this anymore. The most secure symmetric encryption algorithm is AES. And when you come to our class, this is how I use real life analogy, real life experience to show you. I've done everything in tech, everything, every area of tech. So when you come to my program, you're going to be learning from every angle, from software engineering to networking, everything, cloud, everything comes to place. So, even project management, Scrum Master, project product owner, have certification in those areas too. So that's what it is, guys. Very cool. Coco Castle, welcome. Okay, let's go to the next one. You learn a lot from these programs. It's not a joke. Take time. I always take time to create these things. And before we come here, so you know that it's worth you sitting down and having lunch. It's like you're having lunch with MyITUniversity. This is what it is right now. You're gonna be eating a very wonderful lunch. It's gonna be a great meal. Okay, number 14. What is the primary purpose of penetration testing? What's the purpose of penetration testing? A, to detect and respond to security incidents. B, to identify vulnerability in a system or network. C, to encrypt sensitive data. And D, to implement security control. Why do you do penetration testing? Okay. I'm seeing a lot of B. I'm seeing B. Mumuni said B. Like Sandy said B. Rita said B. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if it's B. A lot of B's. We are all being hit now. Yes, very good, guys. You all got it. To identify vulnerability in a system or network. Let's elaborate. Penetration testing, pen testing, we also call it pen testing, also known as ethical hacking, right? I have a certification in that too. Is used to identify and exploit vulnerability in system or network to assess their security posture. Right. So it helps us to identify vulnerability in a system. When you test it, you'll be able to see the vulnerability, and then it's very active. It's a very intrusive, because when you see a vulnerability, you are also able to exploit it to see what, and it can really break your system with pen testing. So that's what it is. Anybody here done pen testing before? It's part of our resources that we share with our students. Even though you are doing GRC, we expose you to all these other areas, like pen testing. We expose you to incident response, to vulnerability management, threat intelligence. These are extra for you in mentorship. We have them standing by on mentorship. So if you come to our program, you're going to learn a lot. And for your knowledge and the ones that you're going to use for the job, it's going to really be helpful. Okay, Sandra, welcome. I didn't see you. Welcome, Sandra. Live with Sandy. Very good. Thank you so much. Okay, so schedule a call with me, myITUniversity.com, and also don't forget to get your treasure box. Just a reminder. Let's continue. We still have a lot to cover. So number 15, I hope you are enjoying this program. I hope you are following with me. Okay, if you are, say yes, 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 yes. I want to make sure that you are still here, you're not getting distracted. Number 15, which of the following authentication method uses a physical characteristics of an individual for identification? A physical characteristics of an individual. Very good. Thank you, Mumuni. Thank you, Kokukasu. Say yes, 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 yes. You are following me. So we are looking for what? Which of the following authentication method uses a physical characteristics of an individual for identification? To A, token, B, biometric, C, smart card, and this username/password. Your physical characteristics. Coco Castle said B. Rita said B. Okay, Juliet, Sandra, and Nemi. Okay, I think we are all on the you're all on the same boat today. Let's see what it is. Sorry, biological. Okay, biometrics, exactly. Exactly. Ellen, welcome. I see you. Okay, so biometric authentication relies on unique physical characteristics such as fingerprint, eyes, pattern, facial features for identification. So this is who you are, something from you, okay, that they can use to authenticate you, So it can be your fingerprint, it can be your scan, your facial recognitions and stuff like that. That's what we're saying, right? So that is biometrics, right? So next question. What is the purpose of encryption in network security? Why do you encrypt your systems? Why do you encrypt your data? Why do you encrypt your devices? Why? To prevent unauthorized access to a network. B, to authenticate users. C, to protect data confidentiality. And D, to detect and respond to security threats. Which one is it? Which one is it? Put your answer in the chat for me. Put your answer in the chat. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. I'm seeing some answers. I might see some answers. The purpose of encryption in a network to prevent unauthorized access to network. Which one? Okay, I see you guys saying C. I see you guys saying C. Yeah, Sandy, live with Sandy. Okay, so live with Sandy says C. Nemi, Ellen, Momoni, Juliet, Coco Castle said A. Interesting. Okay, so why do you encrypt data? Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. It's C. Why is this C? To protect data confidentiality, you encrypt your data. And let's explain it, elaborate. Encryption is used to encode data in such a way that only authorized parties can access it, ensuring confidentiality. Right. So that's one of the first things I teach you in the first day of class. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability is our security objectives. And when you talk about confidentiality, is prevent the disclosure of information to unauthorized individual or system. And you know that to protect the information, I mentioned encryption. Encryption is always key for confidentiality. Okay, so I will talk about integrity. We talk about hashing, we talk about availability, we talk about having backups. The redundant array of independent disk, UPS, and all that, so that system will be available in case in case power goes down or systems there's interruption. you can have a backup to bring up as alternative, site or solution. Okay, number 17. Question: which of the following is a sample of a logical control? And all these are from the trial box too. They are also in the trial box. So you need to get your trial box. They are all there. If you don't have a trial box, you are missing a lot. Okay? So which of the following is an example of logical control? A, security camera. B, encryption. C, firewall. D, access control list. Which of the following is an example of what? Logical controls. We have control. We have different types of security control. Which one is logical? Which, put your answer in the chat. Let me see who's gonna get it first. I'm not getting any answers yet. Are you guys googling it? You're asking Google? I hope not. Because the major goal here is to see what you know so far, what you don't know, and then you can know it. Okay, so we have Live with Sandy is actually winning this game a lot. The other time she was the first one that popped something up. Sandra, you are not playing here. Live with Sandy said D. She's the first one that I've seen like a couple of times now. Juliet said D. Rita said D. Okay, so logical control, logic. Okay, so D. Access control lists are logical control that define which user or system have access to specific resources or services. Okay, specific resources or services is what with logic. Okay, if this, then this. If this, then that. So if you don't have access, you are denied. If you have access, you are allowed. So it's using some logic to control who does what. That's what we're saying. Okay, very good. So let's go to the next questions. Okay, what is the purpose of a DMZ, demilitarized zone in network security? Why do we have a DMZ? What's the purpose of a DMZ? A, to encrypt network traffic. B, to authenticate users. C, to segregate untrusted network traffic from internal network. And D, to detect and respond to security threats. What is the purpose of a DMZ? Why do we have a DMZ for network security? Why do we have a DMZ? Demilitarized zone. Put your answer in the chat. Okay, so let's see. I only got one answer. Okay, I got Sandy again. Wow, you are a hot girl. Yeah, you said Sandy said see the money. So Sandy said C first, then Mumuni, then Coco Castle, and Juliet. So Sandy, I don't want to say you're leading the game. Is it true? Mumuni, is it true that Sandy is leading this game? Although in the past too, other people have popped up, but since I started looking into that, I see Sandy like 3 consecutive times now leading the game. He said yes. I hope so. Okay, she's not playing. She came here prepared. I know. Okay, let's go. So let's see the answer. Okay, C, to segregate untrusted network from internal network. Yes. So a DMZ is a network segment that separates external facing services from internal network to provide an additional layer of security. You know, when you are in your network, you have the internal. Exactly. You have the internal network where you have all your internal resources, your employee data, information you want to, and things that you don't even want anybody outside to see. They are all your internal only devices, data, information, they stays in that internal area. And in the external area, you have things that are for the public area, the public domain, but there can be a boundary, a separated, area between the internal and the external that we call it the DMZ zone, where you can now put things that you want people that can authenticate to your network from the public, from outside. They can come into that area. So wherever you want to give them, you put it there, wherever, maybe the system, the apps, they get access to it, but they cannot come into your internal area. So the DMZ is the demilitarized zone, where you put things like internet facing websites, servers, whatever, you put it there. And I'll use an analogy. It's like you come into a building, and in that building, you have to pass through security to go into the offices. You can't go in past the security checkpoint. But as you are coming to the building, you were checking to the building by a security entity, but then there's another security that inside, like 2 layers of security. So once you pass into the building, maybe you use your car card or whatever to get in, or you use your a biometric or whatever you are registered, they check you, they authenticate you to get into the building. But once you get to the building, you now go into the lobby area. They have an area where it's for maybe the customers, the vendor, the suppliers, and then you go into that lobby or into that conference room and have your meeting. That's your DMZ. You can't go past that area. But it's now when you pass through to the next level of security to go into the offices, then that is internal, like the internal environment now, the internal area. So the internal area is only for people that are inside the organization. So the same thing here in reality. So the same thing. And this is how we segregate and separate our network environment. So you don't put everything that is supposed to be, for the organization, only for the organization. Internal use only. You don't put it out in the DMZ. Okay, and the public still have to be authenticated to get to the DMZ. Does that make any sense to you? Is that clear? And this is how we use reality to explain things to us here with MyITUniversity. So once you see this thing, you will never forget it again. You just, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. It's not like those ones that will just read something to you and then you don't know what they are saying and you forget. You forget. There's no, you not forget this concept when you don't know what they are saying or never heard it before. But I always break it down so that you really understand something that you can relate it to in real life. Okay, and that's help you to remember. Okay, let's go. Question 19. Which of the following, what is the primary goal of social engineering attack? Why do they attack you? Social engineering, right? To exploit software vulnerability, A. B. To gain unauthorized access to a network or system. C. To overload the network or server with traffic. And D. To manipulate individuals into divulging sensitive information. I only saw one. Rita said B. So what is social engineering anyway? The primary purpose of social engineering attack. We are divided. There's division. Okay, so I can see people going up and down. So I see Rita said B, and I see Mumuni said D, and Live with Sandy said B. Carl said B. Juliet said, Carl said D. Mumuni said D. Juliet D. Coco, Castle D, and Live with Sandy D. Okay. So what is the answer? Okay, the answer is D. To manipulate individual into divulging sensitive information. Social engineering attack exploit human, physiology to trick individual into revealing sensitive information or performing action that compromise security. So what is an example of social engineering? Somebody called you on the phone and said, oh, so and so, I'm your bank. Can you give me your social security number? Your bank should have that. You should not be asking. Or they send you a text and say, click on this to do so and so. Click on this. There's a free something somewhere, freebie. Or they ask you to send them some sensitive information and pretend that they are not, who they are not. Or they can also do it by email, right? So, exactly, phishing attack is an example, and phishing, what is phishing attack? What is phishing? My engineers, B is phishing. Which one is B is phishing? We are not doing phishing here yet. So we're just saying that example of social engineering. So phishing is one. Other examples, what are the other examples? What are the other examples? Talk to me. What are the other examples? So we have phishing, vishing, which is voice over IP. When they call you on the phone, we have smishing, which is by text, SMS. We have the one whereby they target CEO, which is whaling, and they can do spear phishing with a target on a specific group of people, which is called spear phishing. Very good, guys. Number 20, what's the primary purpose of SIM tools? Security Information and Event Management System, SIM. What's the purpose of that? Why do we use that? A, to encrypt data transmission, and B, to detect and respond to security incidents in real time, and C, to authenticate user, and D, to perform vulnerability assessment. Why do we do that? Why? Can you pick your answer? Okay, so let's see. So I see Coco Castle said A. Oh, okay. Juliet said B. Juliet is the first one that said B here today, right now. Coco Castle said A. Carl, welcome, Carl, all the way from Germany. I hope you are doing well. So, which of the following is the purpose of SIM? So, I see Isaac. Isaac, welcome. How are you doing today? Isaac said B. Okay. Okay, so let's see the answer. Okay, so the answer is B. So Juliet, Carl, Isaac, and Pierre got it correctly. Welcome, Pierre. How are you doing? So to detect and respond to security incident and in real time, SIM system collects, correlate, and analyze security event data from various sources to identify and respond to security incident in real time. Very good. So SIM 2, very important. And we did some of that in Security Plus discussion in classes and also in the mentoring program. Okay. I have a question for you guys. Don't forget to get a treasure box and also schedule a call to break into tech. Okay, we are rounding up. I have some other information to share. My question is, this time that we do this program at 11 a.m. Eastern time, is it convenient for everybody? Because I see some of you joining late today, I want to be short because I like to prep with you live. Is 11 o'clock okay, or is 12 o'clock better? I know some of you are out of country, like people joining from Germany, people joining us from UK and from Canada. Well, Canada is still almost our time. Australia, I want to be sure that the time is okay with them. But Sandra, you are here. You came early. You came early today. So like now, if we're gonna do it in the other way, we'll be just starting now. That cannot be better for people that are back and doing well. Very good. Very good. So guys, what do you guys think? Is starting right now better than starting 1 hour before? I want to be sure that we are okay with the time. I'm from Ghana, please. Oh, Isaac, welcome from Ghana. Hello, Pros 12 no will be better. Bookie, oh Bookie, welcome. Yeah, because we have people in UK as well, so I don't know what's their take on that. So 12, like starting right now, will be better than starting at 11 because we've been doing it at 11 for 2 years. For 2 years. 11 Central Time, or we always do it 11 Eastern Time. 11 Eastern Time, which is New York time. Okay. I know you can always watch it later, but I want to see a lot of you in the live show too. So interact with you all and stuff. Okay. So I want to ask that. So do you guys like things like this? Like the Security Plus prep, is it good? Okay. So Carl that is in New okay. That's fine. It's good to at least have an idea what time works for people. So in case we're trying to make any changes, I'll be able to know what time it works. Okay. So we'll try and tweak things around a little bit. We'll see what works better, then we'll tweak it. Just tweak it around. Yes, very good. Okay, so you like all the Security Plus prep and stuff. And also let me know what else you like to see. What else do you like to see? Okay. And follow on all our social media platform. I'm on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok as well. I have a lot of stuff on TikTok. Just go for Prof Temi Akin on TikTok. Prof Temi, just look for it, search for it. So you can follow on TikTok. Any questions for me? What I wanted to do is to see if I can find my TikTok handle and send it. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Actually, I'm gonna give you all access to that. This is me on TikTok. I just put the link there. Okay, click on it and follow me. I put it here. This is me on TikTok. Okay, is that okay? So because I do a lot of stuff on TikTok, a lot, and I want you all to be able to be, part of it. So TikTok, that's right there. Okay, and also my Instagram has so much. The Instagram has so much that you guys need to be enjoying those. I see that most people don't know about the Instagram. It's so beautiful. There's so much on there. So don't forget, this is my Instagram. This is my Instagram, and this is my TikTok. Make sure you follow. Okay? And if you're on LinkedIn, I just want to share that because there's so much. I know some of you are already on my LinkedIn, but some people always come to me, oh, we can't find you. Okay? This is me right here. I'm going to share that with you. Very good. So this is me on here. Yeah. And also I'm doing some stuff on TikTok now. Like, okay, let me share this. So hold on. We can go soon, shortly. So this is my TikTok. Okay, so you guys, you see a lot there, you learn a lot there. And for people that are talking about the trial box, this is what the trial box is like.
Practice these interview QA as a cybersecurity GRC analyst with 5 years experience in the industry. Tell me about yourself. Thanks for having me. My name is Jane Johnson. I am a cybersecurity governance, risk, and compliance GRC analyst with 5 years of experience in the industry. My expertise includes developing and implementing information security policies and procedures, conducting risk assessments, and ensuring compliance with regulatory frameworks such as our.
So for some of you that don't know what to say when they ask you, tell me about yourself, the trial box is going to prep you. You will never be having that episode. So get it. This is a profile on Instagram. Okay, make sure you follow. There's a lot of stuff there. And this is me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn Live. We are live, right? And that's why you're seeing me live. So make sure that you follow. Okay. So thank you so much for being here today. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day. And follow me. Next week we'll try and do it at 12 next week and see if it's better. And we'll be question from GRC, scenario-based question to you. And I'm starting a series on LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, especially. There's gonna be doing some scenario question and answers to follow so that you can learn from there. So thank you guys and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. Love you all. Bye-bye.